This is Umar for BoxNation. We're in Manchester. I'm joined by David Adeleye for the second time today. Sorry I couldn't get you early. I was on the stream for the zone, so it set me back a little bit. So I appreciate your time later in the day. No one's talking about Joyce Hergovich at the moment. Everyone's talking about Adeleye TKV. What did you make of today's events, David? Just sum it up.
Peculiar on his behalf, but yeah, nothing really surprises you though, does it?
So before this fight was made, all I knew about you two was that you've done rounds before, you know each other from the amateurs, and I actually heard that you two get on. So I know you guys are fighting in 2 days and you met on fight week at TalkSport and things took a turn, but how have they taken such a drastic turn from you guys getting on to this point?
Don't know. I think that's a question for him, but I guess he's just an emotional wreck. So yeah.
But according to him, you're the one who
started. I mean, look, I can say he started it. He can say I started it. I don't really care who says anything. I mean, if you look, everything's live on the internet, right? So how the interview starts is on TalkSport. And I think he just starts off by saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Sadly, I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna be like this." So obviously his demeanor changed. So I kind of knew what his angle was. So I just matched his energy on Monday, and then cameras came out, and then he had some sort of persona in front of the cameras. So and then the cameras went off. His persona completely changed again. And then today, obviously, he started off by saying what he said at the press conference, and then yeah, the pantomime act went back on.
So according to him, you're the one who's changed behaviour. You were quite baffled by that because you're saying you've always been the same as you've always been.
It's me, right? So I don't think anyone's surprised about how I behave. I think more so people are talking about him than me.
So he seemed very riled up. He was shouting a lot. Well, he was, wasn't he?
No, he was.
Completely different to the launch press conference. Why do you think that is from his perspective?
You know, I think people around him trying to tell him to keep up with me.
Keep up with you?
Yeah, like in terms of how that razzmatazz, I'm just being myself though. And yeah, so.
So you think he's doing it for clout? Is that what
yeah, of course it is. That's the only thing it is. Of course it is.
Because you've known him before, so is he?
I know Jeamie, man.
Have you ever seen him like this before?
He's not like that. Hence the reason I said it on Monday at TalkSport, and he actually agreed and said, "No, I ain't."
Okay, so this is all fake from him.
It's all fake. It's a facade. It's like I don't know what it is, but he's just not being himself. But it's not something I really care about, so I'm not really looking into it too tough.
There was a lot of shouting, as I said, so things were not clear from where we were standing hearing it. But he was insistent, from what I heard, that you were forced into this fight. You didn't want to agree to this fight.
Yeah, but who would force me into this fight like this? I actually asked you that on the stream as well. Who?
You asked for this fight?
No, I mean, who would have forced me into this fight?
No one.
So then, how do I get forced into doing anything? I'm a boxer at the end of the day, and we sign up to fight people. So when they put names in front of you, you're gonna take it. The fight was for the British title. So look, man, it's just I keep showing everyone. I got receipts, screenshots saying that Adeleye already signed the papers, and that his team was like, "Oh, Ben Shalom's gonna go through the paperwork now." Ben Shalom was telling him, "You have to take this fight. You ain't gonna get this money or opportunity anywhere else." But yeah, let's be honest. He just came off fighting Michael Webster and somebody else before that. Not like nobody really knows nothing about Jeamie. So
what have you got receipts of? What text?
I got messages, but it's just I show it to everyone else. But yeah, there's messages on my phone.
What are the messages?
I signed the contract. When we did our first press conference, Jeamie never signed his contract. The contract wasn't even signed when we did the first press conference. So
do you know why?
That's a question you gotta ask him.
You must have heard something.
Man, Jamie's just a waffler, man. I hear stories about Jeamie, and he's always got a story of what he's doing or what's going on. Like, he's just... Like, I'm not even going to throw him under the bus, but he badmouths his management team and how much he's going to leave them. He says he's leaving the Disturbing Sports. He's saying he's sparred Wardley and put hands on Wardley in the gym. He's saying he sparred AJ and put hands on AJ in the gym. He's saying something about everything. I hear stories. This guy comes back and tells all of us, "Oh, yeah, I just sparred this guy and I put hands on him. I just sparred this guy." Like, he's one of them guys, man. He was telling me, "D, make sure you fight Wardley. Like, you're going to put hands on him." Like, He's like that, man. He just so when you, I know what he does, but now that I've seen him do it in front of everyone else, he said I didn't want the Dakers fight. I'm like, when did Das not say that? He goes, a week before the fight, I called you to take the fight. I've been in camp for him the whole time. He called me a week before. What are you talking about? You think I was gonna say, you know what? Let me do this whole camp, and then the week before say I don't want to do the fight no more. So, but look, he was saying his friend was sparring Dakers, and yeah, I did it. And I stopped his friend in the amateurs. How did I know his friend was sparring Dakers? Because Jeamie told me a week before the fight. He's been sparring my friend, and you stopped my friend. Yeah, you basically smoked my friend, so you're definitely gonna smoke Daker. Just, I don't really look into it.
Okay. Just watch this back.
The same night. Don't talk like trust me. I'm the truth, Jeamie. Trust me. I'm the truth. You're the truth. We'll see. Trust me, Jeamie. I'm the truth, bro. We'll see. Trust me, bro. I already live it. Trust me, Jeamie.
So at that point, are you ready to go?
Of course I am. He flipped the table and then stood still. I thought he was gonna be a wrecking ball and actually try to come forward, but so I just, stood up. Because if he's gonna approach me, I'd rather be facing him and standing. So he just flipped the table and then stood there. So I'm saying he's just all an act on his behalf. He didn't even need to do that.
Do you think you should incur a fine for that?
Who, him? That's for him to deal with. I'm not really on, so I don't really mind. I don't care about all of that. If he gets a fine, if he doesn't get a fine, don't matter to me.
Did you see Frank's reaction?
I didn't. You're gonna have to show it back to me.
It's not on there, but he just was like that.
You know what's so funny though? I did see everyone else's reaction afterwards, and obviously he was in between us. You got Hergovich, the man from the Zone, Frank Warren, Dev, and Joyce in between us. So it was funny, but what I did find funny was that when it did kick off, all the security was around me. They know Jamie's not like that. He's the one that flipped the table, and then the first thing they do is they go around me. So it's like, all right then, let's tame Adeleye first before we do anything with Jeamie, because we know Jamie's not really like that.
Do you think he was trying to create a Derek Chisora type moment?
Of course it is. Derek Chisora was the original person that did it. Derek Chisora did it, and he did it off the dome, just how he was feeling. And then obviously you got Jeamie that was thinking about it. He sat there for like 20 seconds. For what can he do to match the energy? Oh yeah, he thought he could flip a table. Table didn't even go nowhere. He didn't even lift the whole table. He lifted it on one side. Mental.
Lastly, just before we close off, yeah. So from the multiple rounds that you've shared, you're not going to give too much away, but heading into Saturday night,
I'm confident, man. Jamie's the same fighter. Does the same thing. Boxes the same. So, yeah.
I think you answered my question there, David. Appreciate your time and best of luck on Saturday.
Appreciate
Thank you, brother.
Nice one.